I'm getting ready to do a little evening study session, but I walked into my room and I realized that it's a complete mess to the point where I cannot take it anymore. Ever since I came back from Thanksgiving break, I've just been letting everything pile up. So even though I'm not going to be studying in my room, I still want to take care of it because I feel like the first step to being truly productive is having a clean environment. My package came in the mail. I got a new tripod because my old tripod broke. Literally, I got up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. I couldn't see, so I stepped on it and it literally just snapped. One leg already came completely off. It has been literally so ghetto trying to film the past few days, so I ordered a new one immediately. I set it up and I think this is gonna be a temporary solution until I can get a better one because it's so difficult to like maneuver. I'm using a lot of force to just push this down and it's just super clunky compared to my other one. Yeah, I'm not really feeling it, but it's gonna have to do for now. So it's around 5 o'clock on Sunday. We have a floor meeting at 7, so I am going to be studying until then. Monday. We have 2 full days because my exam is Monday morning. That is basically the big elephant of finals week. I'm about to eat lunch because I'm super hungry. I'm also gonna fix my hair because like I tried to do a half up, half down hairstyle, but it's not giving. Like, I don't know why. I think my hair needs to be stretched out a little bit more on the bottom. But enough rambling. Let me tell y'all what the schedule is for the day. I'm going to try to complete my 2 online exams early today. My mistreatment and public health professor still hasn't released the online exam, but I will take care of my children's health exam. That will free me up the rest of the day to just study for physio because, like I said, that's kind of like the big exam of finals week. I'm currently eating in the dining hall. I got a bowl with beef, rice, tomato, and pickled onions. I have this meal like at least 3 times a week. We have a dining hall in my dorm building, but I came here because I'm so sick of that food because that's usually where I eat. I know I'm eventually gonna get sick of this too, but until I do, I'm gonna keep eating it. Also, I did not fix my hair. I just threw some headphones on it and hope for the best. So I ended up finishing my final at the dining hall and I got my final scores back immediately, which was nice. By the time I finished, it started raining outside, so I had to wait it out a little bit before I went back home, and then I was able to get set up and start studying. I hate to be a cliche, but I was definitely one of those students in high school that never studied for tests, and then when I got to college, I was completely bamboozled. In college, you definitely cannot finesse your way through it, especially with a class like physiology. I did want to get a little bit more into how I figured out how to study. Okay, so first tip, you should not be trying to understand a concept a few days before the test. Like, that should have been done weeks prior, but it's okay. We learn and we move. Physiology is the study of the bodily system. So in this exam, we were covering 3 systems, and each system has 3 topics. So 9 topics in total that you have to understand in order to do well on the test. At this point, I still had about 7 topics to go over. So I had some serious cramming to do. That's what makes physiology and really a lot of college classes so hard. There's just so much ground to cover. That's why I always start by looking at the learning objectives. Those will tell you exactly what you need to focus on. One of my TAs told me that our professor literally just got our exam questions from the learning objectives. And y'all, I literally just copy and paste those learning objectives straight into ChatGPT. And I can ask it to elaborate. I can ask it to make things simpler. I can ask it to explain things to me at a 5th grade level or at a kindergarten level even. I also use the classic YouTube University. There is something for everyone on YouTube, no matter what your major is, what field of study you're in. Start using it early on so you can really explore it and find who helps you just get the topic. There are literally so many options. For me, it's the Amoeba Sisters and Crash Course. So I'll just be alternating between ChatGPT, YouTube, my notes, until I really have a good understanding of a topic. And then, and only then, is when I start writing notes. And I'm not just copying and pasting what I'm reading or what I'm hearing. I'm using everything as a tool to form and mold my own understanding. And that's what I'm writing. If you're just copying and pasting, you're not really understanding. So then you have to take more and more time out of your schedule to understand. And that's the time you need to be using to review so you can actually do well on the test. I'm currently at the Student Health Center. It's Tuesday, by the way. I forgot to say that. So we have one day until our big exam, but I had to come and get my health right real quick before I started studying. After this appointment, we're gonna get something to eat and then we're gonna study. My goal is to study for at least 6 hours. And it will happen. I was about to say we'll see, but it will happen because I have no choice. But I feel like after today, I'm gonna be like, I feel like I'm ready. Like, I feel like I'm actually gonna pass. Now let's talk about how to revise. You need to use some type of system that will help you actively recall the information. You have probably heard this term up and down TikTok, but if you haven't, it basically means to retrieve information from your memory. Now, I got a few techniques up my sleeve that I use to actively recall. I'm gonna explain the most effective one a little bit later in the video. The one you see me doing right now, I don't really have a name for. During the note-taking process, I create a cheat sheet for myself, which is basically like a condensed version of my notes. And then based on that, I go back and I write down everything I can remember. Okay, so now I'm starting to get really stressed because yes, I've been studying for the chapters that are going to be on the test, but I haven't even touched the third one, as in I haven't read it, I didn't attend the lectures when they were talking about it, I haven't studied it at all, and it's the night before the exam. For me, this technique is the technique. This is called the Feynman technique, and without her, I do not know where I would be in life. What I do is I take the topic in question and I teach it like I was teaching my 6-year-old little brother. And if I can't adequately explain it, then I go back and I see what gaps I have in my knowledge. I literally repeated this for every single topic. So I was up all night trying to explain 3 different body systems to a 6-year-old. Recognize the pathogen as a foreign substance and be like, hey, these cells, wake up, we got an emergency. I have been studying for like about 6 hours now, and I only have 17 minutes left in this study whatever and I have only made it through 3 out of the 7 topics that I need to cover. It's just not looking very good, but we're gonna keep pushing through because I literally have no other choice. You know I'm getting tired because my handwriting was like real. Because when I really have the time, I love making my handwriting look good. But right now, I'm just not even good at it. Okay, I literally did not finish what I was supposed to finish. And the thing is closed. So we're moving out. But my brain feels free. Like, I was studying for literally 6 hours. Like, what more can I do? Huh? Good morning. It is officially exam day. Not believe what just happened to me. So I finished my final. My uncle drove me to his house, and then from there I am driving home, right? I've only driven home from his house once, so I kind of know where I'm going, but not really. So I'm using Google Maps because I'm a Google Maps girly. And tell me why my Google Maps isn't working. Like, it's lagging bad. And I'm like, okay, this has happened before. Even with Apple Maps, my maps will just sometimes lag. It won't give me directions in real time. So I was like, okay. It also has an option for you to use textual directions. So I'm like following the directions. I'm driving and I'm driving and I'm driving and I'm like, wait, this is not right. Now I'm like an hour away from my house. When I was driving before, I was like, I have no idea where I'm at. But then I started seeing signs and I'm like, okay, I know where I'm at. I was about to freak out. My heart dropped in my stomach. I was like, I'm not gonna panic, because that's like literally the worst thing I could do right now. Also, I was trying to call my dad, I was trying to call my father, and he's not picking up the phone. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna take the next exit into a city so I can like park somewhere, take a breather, and figure out what I need to do. And I saw Chick-fil-A, so I was like, okay, since I took my final, I might as well get some Chick-fil-A to reward myself, because rewarding yourself is important. So that's what we're doing now. And I'm gonna eat my chicken sandwich and I'll give y'all the debrief on my exam, because I have not done that yet. Okay, I got my food. I think I forgot to ask for pickles though. Hopefully they just need to give me pickles, because it's me. Like, why wouldn't I have pickles? Sandwich reveal. They gave me pickles. They gave me pickles, guys. Okay. Now let's talk about the exam, because literally after I got out of the exam, oh, I forgot. Every time I'm recording on my front camera, I forget that I'm supposed to look at the camera, not at myself. But I'm just so pretty, so I just can't help but look at myself. Like, but okay, focus. First thing I did was go meet my friend for the last time until I see her, because our winter break is like almost a month. Oh, this sandwich is good as this sandwich is so good. This is really what I needed at this moment in time, because sorry, focus. I went to my exam, I went to meet my friend, and I had to start packing. Then my uncle came to pick me up, then he dropped me off at his apartment, and now we're here in the middle of Indiana at a Chick-fil-A. Dang, is it good? Like, let's talk about the exam. Google Maps has not been my friend today. I was supposed to take the bus to my exam, right? I was trying to follow the directions to the bus stop, and then suddenly the route just disappears. So I'm like, okay, maybe the route is no longer available, or like the bus just stopped running. I'm not gonna take any chances, because this is an exam. So I just walked, and that meant I was like 2 minutes late to the exam. Everybody was already in their seats, so I had to go to the very front, sit at the front. Honestly, the exam went exactly how I expected. What I studied for well is what I knew well. What I didn't is what I didn't. Like, it was very straightforward. On the immune section part, there was only one, or on the digestive system part, there was one question where I was like, I know this was not on the notes. Like, I know you're actually playing in my face right now. But yeah, the immune system went well. Digestive system went well. Reproductive system was very iffy. Only time will truly tell. So I will be back later when the results come out. They should come out today. I'm not sure, but usually they come out within hours. I have finally made it home. This whole day has just been crazy. I can't even believe that happened to me. But anyway, let's get to the meat of what we came here for. My grade. I told y'all they are quick with it. It came out at 11:43. Oops. Sorry, I was watching TikTok. I'm logging into my Canvas right now. Okay, it's loading. I'm so nervous. Wait, I don't see it. Okay. What? I can't find it. So I had insane amounts of technical difficulties trying to film and edit this video, and unfortunately that meant I was not able to capture my full raw reaction into my grade. As you guys can see, I was completely shocked. I think I mentioned this a few times throughout the video, but all I wanted was just to pass, and I thought I had studied enough to pass. Like, we all just saw the long hours that I sat down to study, but I did not pass. I got a 96%. So yeah, as you saw, I was completely over the moon when I saw that score. And I am taking this as my lesson to stop playing with my potential. Because I'm not going to tell you guys what my other exam scores were looking like, but they were not nowhere near 96%. And it's not like I couldn't have got there, I just did not lock in. So yeah, that's the motto of 2025. Stop playing with your potential. Not just academically, but in all areas of life. With that being said, thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. All of my videos are my babies, and this one was a very hard labor because some of my clips are just lost forever, just floating up there in the cloud, and I don't know how to get them back. I still try to make it as seamless as possible. I knew I did not want to give up. I still wanted to post it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would definitely recommend going and looking at my other videos that I have on my page, because they kind of have the same vibe. And if you find yourself loving it, then you might as well decide to stick around. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But yeah, I really appreciate you watching, and I appreciate all your support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.